We just had a walk around the village of Portls Nous, so we're now coming down to the port. So here we are in Puerto Portals. This is the top of the road here, and we're just going to walk down there into the port, have a look at the fancy boats, have a look at the shops, and see what's going on. When you enter the port, the first place you come to on the left here is Wellies. This is an original place from the start of the port, which is more than 30 years old now. And this was founded by a friend of ours actually, Geoffrey Kenyon, who sadly is no longer with us. But Wellies still exists, and his memory lives with it. We're going to have a look around, have a look at the port, have a look at the boats. So here's Anita sitting in her magic sleigh as we have a look around Puerto Portals. This part of the port was a port we used to come to welcome the kings, the three kings. So on the 5th of January the kings would come in by boat, they would disembark here, and they would come into this little square, and they would distribute presents to the families. Well, that was before the port became really popular. So this is new, not seen this before. A ring by Josep Maria Servent, marking 25 years of Flanagan's. Flanagan's, one of the more upmarket restaurants. Many times we've come here and you're spotting famous people. We've actually seen the previous king of Spain here, Juan Carlos. Just walked to the Marineland side of the Puerto Portals, and here's the beach there. Some boats just moored outside, and then there's one on the beach. I didn't quite make it, and now that one's buried in the sand. It's still quite windy, quite blowy here, and the waves are picking up a little bit, smashing against the rocks in the distance. Boat spotting or car spotting along here. Here's a nice Seat. Here's one, can't guess what that one is. Most of these boats now, they're just tied up and are sitting here doing nothing for the next few months. Quite often they've got a crew, or at least someone who will maintain them while they're here, just to keep an eye on them, make sure everything's alright, keep them polished. Usually when you walk to the end of the quay here, there's some really big boats on the opposite side, but there's none here today. They've probably all been taken to the other side of the Atlantic, and they're now somewhere in the Caribbean. Here's the Ritzy. Some interesting artwork. noticed when we've been down here before. Here's the Victory Chinese that we used to visit quite often around this time of year. And the area I'm standing in now should be the Christmas market. And they had all the stalls set up for the Christmas market. And almost on the eve of them opening, the local government said it had to close. So it's all been taken away, and hopefully they'll bring it back next year. But it's always been very, very popular. People have travelled from all parts of the island to the Christmas market in Puerto Portals, and it's created a really nice atmosphere. But not this year. 2020 go down in history as the year of the pandemic. Really nice exhibition here in Puerto Portals of Playmobil figures. As I just said to Anita, I think we've got most of this somewhere in our garage, ready for the grandchildren to play with. Great fun, children of all ages. Well, that concludes our little tour of Puerto Portals. I hope you've enjoyed that. Enjoyed seeing the boats, the shops, and some of the people that are around here. And if you have liked it, please give us a thumbs up, and remember to share it with your friends. You can even subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.